And the Football Supporters Association has released some damning figures on the use of VAR in the Premier League. James Green is back with us in the studio now to chat a bit more about this. James, how is VAR being received then by fans, and what's the study come out with?
The simple answer is not very well. We're going to have a look at the stats specifically right now and go through some of them and some of the responses. Bear in mind there was 8,000 fans asked to participate in this poll. Over half of them are match-going fans that have gone to over 15 home games a season. So these are fans that are actually really a fundamental part of football. And look, 97% disagree on the statement, does VAR make football more enjoyable? 76% disagree and do support the use of VAR. And this is quite damning as well. Our decisions reached in a reasonable time. 3%, only 3% say yes, they are. These stats.
Tensions are rising in English football after the Professional Game Match Officials Limited (PGMOL) came under renewed scrutiny following a controversial handball decision involving Manchester United. The incident, which occurred during a high-intensity Premier League match, has sparked widespread debate over the consistency of refereeing and the interpretation of the handball rule. Under VAR. The moment in question saw the ball strike a Manchester United player inside the penalty area, leading to immediate appeals from the opposition for a penalty. However, after a VAR review, the on-field decision was either upheld or overturned depending on.
Controversy has once again engulfed the Premier League, with Professional Game Match Officials Limited under mounting pressure following a disputed handball decision involving Manchester United. The incident has reignited fierce debate over the consistency and reliability of VAR, leaving fans, pundits, and officials locked in disagreement. When the decision was upheld with no penalty awarded, the reaction was instant and explosive. Supporters of Manchester United voiced their frustration, pointing to replays that appeared to show the defender's arm in a position that made his body unnaturally larger. In their view, it was a clear infringement under modern interpretations of the handball law. This divide in opinion reflects a deeper issue within the game. Despite the introduction of VAR to eliminate clear and obvious errors, handball decisions remain among the most subjective in football. What one official deems punishable, another may interpret as incidental, leading to the very inconsistency VAR was meant to eradicate. The backlash has extended well beyond the pitch. Social media platforms have been flooded with comparisons to similar incidents earlier in the season, many of which resulted in penalties. Critics argue that these discrepancies are eroding trust in officiating standards, while others insist that evolving interpretations of the law inevitably lead to variation. For Professional Game Match Officials Limited, the pressure is now twofold. Not only must decisions be correct, but they must also be perceived as consistent. An internal review of the incident is expected, though such processes are rarely made public in full detail, another point of frustration for supporters seeking transparency. Ultimately, this latest VAR controversy highlights the ongoing challenge facing modern football. Technology can provide additional angles and slow-motion clarity, but it cannot remove human judgment from the equation. As long as interpretation remains central to officiating, debates like this will continue to shape the narrative of the game.